So, welcome to today's bike ride. Today is Easter Sunday and the weather is absolutely fantastic. Definitely summer weather, summer jacket weather. It's got to be 15 degrees. I think I'm going to have to take my base layer off at some point. It's so hot. I'm going to climb one hill and already starting to feel a bit on the sweaty side. So today's video is going to be all about fat burn and how you can burn fat cycling, because let's face it, that's why a lot of us do cycling, is to lose some weight, or at least try and control our weight. So we're going to talk about fat burn and how cycling can help you lose some weight. So the equation for losing weight is actually quite simple. It's just output over input. In engineering we call that gain, system gain. And if your output is larger than your input, then you have some gain. So in terms of weight loss, output is calories burnt, and input is calories eaten. And if you can keep that ratio greater than 1, then in theory you should lose weight. If it's equal to 1, you stay as you are, the same weight. And if it's less than 1, you start gaining weight. So the maths is simple. A lot of us choose to ignore it. The average male should be consuming around 2,500 calories a day. A woman, I think, it's probably around less than 2,000. So if you eat 2,500 calories a day, that just keeps you at the same weight. You're just burning what you use. If you eat less than that, you start losing weight. Of course, it's actually quite difficult to eat less than 2,500 calories, because a slice of bread is 200 calories. Before you know it, a few biscuits and a slice of cake, and you're already there. So just stopping eating isn't really the answer. The other option, of course, is to do some exercise, and that's what cycling's all about. If you do a bit of exercise, then you can get that ratio, output over input, greater than 1. Of course, the problem is, it's very easy to burn 1,000 calories cycling. If you hit some hills, it's actually fairly easy to burn 2,000 calories in a bike ride. The question is then, what do you do with those burnt calories? So if you get home and you dive into the hobnobs after your bike ride, before you know it, you've burnt off those, well, you've eaten up those earned calories. So what you got to do is try and control or save some of that calories earned, let's call it. So if you can do 1,500 calories on a bike ride, you can save 500 or 600 of those, and every time you cycle you can save another 600 calories. Before you know it, you're starting to lose weight. So I would normally turn right here to Amwell Green Crundale, Chilham, Chartham. This time I'm going to go straight on. Run, run little squirrel, run. I'm going to head towards Waltham. So the question is, what type of cycling will burn off the most calories? Will maximise the amount of fat burn? And it's obvious that just pottering around on the flat is not really going to give you fat burn. You've got to get your heart rate up above 100 to achieve fat burn. So unfortunately the only way to do it is to hit the hills. So you can find some decent hills and cycle those from time to time. You can achieve fat burn. You don't have to find Mount Everest. You just got to find something that's going to get your heart rate up to and above 100. So something with a nice steady gradient is probably better than something really steep, something that goes on for around a couple of kilometres. So this is Waltham in Victor. I suspect it's just a one-horse town. So this jersey that I'm wearing today, I bought this when I first bought this bike, I'd say probably 8 to 10 years ago, and I never wore it. Well, I tried to wear it, but I was so fat that the kids told me not to. I was the classic mammal, the middle-aged man in lycra. I tried it on for the first time the other day, and it fits perfect now. That was pretty stunning. It's looking down into Wye from the hilltop. I've been there before, I was looking for it. It's called the Devil's Trough or something. Great place for a picnic. Probably not today though, it's full of tourists. I think that is perhaps the best route I've been on so far. The route is from Canterbury, through Petham, through Waltham, down to Wye, back to Crundale, Soul Street, and then back to Canterbury. Absolutely stunning, I must say. Really lovely roads. And some incredible scenery. Looking down from the top of the hill, down the valley towards Wye. Unbelievable. Worth it just for that. I've got a few hills, a few fat burn hills to complete, and then back home. This has been my best ride so far, and the weather has been absolutely stunning. So this is the hill from Crundale Church, St Mary's Church in Crundale, and this is really fat burn. Pretty tame at the moment. Once I get around the next corner, it's really steep. It's really steep for about, I don't want to say a mile because it's not. It's probably a kilometre. Really steep. Steeper than Garden's Green Hill, and for longer. And the first time I came here, I had to walk up it. It was that steep. I've done it a few times recently, and I'm getting better, pacing myself better along this nice easy bit and getting myself ready for the big one. This is payback time for the hill down from Wye. That was a beautiful view, really beautiful, all the way from the top of the downs, the North Downs, looking down onto Wye itself and the Wye Valley from the Devil's Trough. Really stunning. So yeah, just around this corner, in fact it's starting to hit now. This is a real fat burn. So I think I'm going to call that a day. That was a stunning ride in beautiful weather. Some really, really good hills for fat burn, especially the one there coming out of Crundale. It was really, really steep. I highly recommend this route if you live around this area. Again, you start in Canterbury, head towards Petham, through Petham to Waltham, head through Waltham towards Wye, and then don't go into Wye itself. There's a right turn, probably about a kilometre from Wye itself, and follow that road all the way to Crundale, and then head towards the church, and then back again. Really is a fantastic route. Hardly any traffic at all. There's probably more traffic today because it's a holiday and people are heading up towards the Wye Valley. Really, that is quite stunning. So remember, if you want to burn fat, you've got to get that ratio, output over input, calories burnt against calories consumed. You've got to get that greater than 1. If you can achieve that, you're going to start losing some weight. See you next time.